I lay in bed all day.
Hi, I'm Adalia, and this is my porch steps. I play in a band called Knots, and it's indie dream pop. I like to get dressed up and make music. I was in a band for 3 years-ish. I'm bad with numbers. But, and we did it and it was good, but it was time to go separate ways. And so I kind of was like, I want to develop as a solo person, and like, what will that new name be? I was kind of trying to rack my brain for what that would be. And I had a few different names rolling around in my head, and some of them were like too, I don't know, they put like a different picture in your head. I wanted something that wasn't like, oh, I know exactly what that sounds like, because I like to vary in like genres and things like that, so I didn't want to peg myself like into a hole. Like I liked the name Puffy Paint a lot, but Jake's like, that sounds like a very specific thing. So my husband helped me to like open my mind about different names, and I was listening to this story on NPR about St. Francis coming to California or something, and they had commissioned this artist to do a modern like rendition of an old painting of Mary. It's called Mary Untie Her of Knots or something like that. And so it was just like this great concept that she had of having people come and tie their different like worries or prayers onto this huge installation piece that she made. So it's like thousands of knots tied, and I was like, the image was just like amazing to me. And like different people would say like what their worries were, and some people's were like being in trouble with immigration and like deportation and stuff like that. And I was like, oh man, I don't know, I just think it really captured a really cool image, and that we all have things in our life that need to be untied. And so that's kind of where it came from. I think I am Knots. Yeah. I love having really deep conversations with people, and so I feel like I can do that with Knots. I can just like explore the universe, and it's not awkward. Like I can just get like as deep or as vulnerable as I want to and write about it. So I think like it's hard to do that with people like on a day-to-day basis, but in music I can like go to that place. So I kind of feel like that is true. And then I just love sequins, so I get to wear a lot of sequins as Knots, and I feel like I would like to do that all the time, but it's kind of socially awkward. I like to get a tea from Iris before I play. I feel like it's like good luck if I get a tea from Iris. I feel like I do kind of sound better after I drink one. So. I just tell them, can you please give me whatever is good for my voice? So I don't know like what it is. I definitely had a caffeine mishap once at a show. I just like had drank way too much coffee, and I had like some shots, and I was just like, hey everybody, how's it going? And like, I'm so excited right now. Yeah, like I was over the top. I was so extra on that, just way too much caffeine. Yeah, I would not recommend having caffeine like an hour before. It was pretty instant for me. I don't know, I guess a lot of people say that. Like I was crawling with a paintbrush in my mouth, you know, like kind of thing. But it was really kind of like that. I just love to sing and love to listen to my little Walkman, which, I don't know, I had like a little tape player that I would take around and sing into, so it was very like instant. I knew I wanted to be an actor or a musician, and I don't know, I feel like when in high school I wasn't getting like the star role, I was like, nah, I'm done with this. I'm not good at like waiting for things, so I was like, if I'm not good at it right away, then I'm just not gonna do it. So music was something like I could feel like instant gratification with. I feel like I loved it and people seemed to like it, so I just kept going with it from there. Yeah, so it felt really magical to be able to perform them for the first time, and I had found these great players to play with me, so it just felt like everything that I wanted it to sound like it sounded like. So it felt very special when we were able to perform them for the first time, and when it was actually done and we released it. It just felt like a huge moment, being able to finally say, okay, it's officially really done. You can't go back and re-record anything. Like, it's here and people are buying it, and it's cool. The naming of it, I thought of a ton of different names, like within the course of recording it, and I landed on Is It Art Yet because I was at an art show with my friend whose mom was participating in the show, and one of the speakers of the night was like, you know, my job, like what I do for a living is help people to decide, is it art yet? Because she was curating all of these people and helping them decide which pieces to have in the show. And I was like, wow, yeah. I don't know, I just really resonated with me, what she said, and I felt like that's kind of what I was doing this whole time, recording, and it just felt important to me to have that be the name because of all of the effort and the wrestling with what it was or what it could be, and just being fine with what it ended up being. So.